And talking to Senator Young, I don't see that passing this year, the wine sales in grocery stores.
Well, the funny thing is, they can sell beer,
I know.
and the beer has almost as much alcohol in as wine. What's the story here? You know, what's the game?
Well,
the game is to keep it in the liquor store so they make more money.
Yep.
Very simple.
Well, again, I don't want to see liquor stores out of business, but on the other hand, I don't think they will because of wine sales in grocery stores.
No. People go down there for their snort of whiskey anyway. Powers Irish whiskey is the best, I might add. We got with us Fred Crosscut talking about the county in general. He's right at the command post now. He runs the county. And he's, what's your official title in the legislature?
I'm chairman of the county legislature.
Chairman of the, like Chairman Mao, you know,
well, no.
Real power.
What I'm trying to do is just bring some of the budget things that we're going to have to go through this year. People look at the programs that are mandated and not mandated, and I will go over a list here. Some of our non-mandated positions, the sheriff department, and I don't want to single out the sheriff department, but
everybody does.
But everybody does. You know, we have to look at those things that aren't mandated,
right?
And that's one of them. Jamestown Airport, part of that is not mandated, but you can argue whether the airport's good or whether the airport's bad. Public parks, Marine Patrol, the Snowmobile Patrol. Now that's one, someone said something the other day about Snowmobile Patrol. Our local officers do a great job taking the calls. These parks people that come in and these state police people come in, they come in and write tickets. But those are some things, but hopefully the state will give us back our snowmobile funding.
Yeah, they stole it.
They stole it. And if they don't, then we probably won't have a need for the sheriff's snowmobile patrol next year.
And they put this great big huge tax on people coming from out of state with a snowmobile, and you're trying to get them in this area in the winter when everything's dead, and they do come over. Well, they tell us the tax is very good because it goes to improving the snowmobile. Well, the state just took it; it's going to welfare in New York City now.
Well, if that's the case, that's not a good thing because you're exactly right. It needs to come back to our people.
Absolutely,
we had some of the best riding and the best snowmobiling in this county this year.
You know, the Snowmobile Association, Chautauqua County. Sir, hold on, caller, I'll be right with you. The Snowmobile Association for Chautauqua County, the club, actually has a banquet for landowners.
I know, I go to it.
It's in April, 17th, I think, or I think that was the date.
Yep.
A huge banquet for free for any landowner that is involved, and I'm one of them. Long ago, probably 30 years ago, I signed off and said, anybody who wants a snowmobile may go through my property. And I have a hunk of property on the Old Portage Trail.
And we appreciate it.
Well, you're a good bunch of guys, and I think you do a lot of good. You keep them those trails clear, too. Good morning, caller. Thank you for waiting.
Oh, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Reed. Good morning, Fred. It's good to see you on the show this morning.
Thank you.
Well, he got a promotion. A couple of weeks ago, he was a nobody. He was just a minority leader. Now he runs the county.
Yeah,
how about that?
Well, that's great. Well, I'm enjoying your show. And I just wanted to mention that we have our computer training for seniors in the Fredonia and Jamestown area at the Prendergast Library in Jamestown and the Fredonia Senior Citizen Center for the Dunkirk-Fredonia area. It's introductory, self-teaching on the computer itself with a peer coach who is also a senior. Please call and come. We've had a tremendous response, and we're still doing the training. Also, we have additional funding for jobs in the area. We just were notified.
Seniors, believe me, are going to need it because they're getting less and less money. They're down 60% from where they were 10 years ago in purchasing power.
Well, you know, our economy has changed, but getting back to the jobs, a job keeps us young. So people should call me, and we can talk about placing you in an area where you would really enjoy your work.
Okay.
And the number for the Chautauqua County Office for the Aging for Employment and Other Senior Services is 753-4471. And the Dunkirk-Fredonia area, toll-free 363-4471.
Okay, well, thank you very much. How's the old man over there?
Well, the young man is doing just fine. He isn't on his scooter today, though. We have to fix his scooter.
Oh, what do you do? Does he have his walker or what?
No, he's not using his walker.
Oh, okay. He can get in, and Chautauqua almost free. 90,
Yeah.
when you're 90, you get in
Yeah.
free.
That's good.
Well, okay, is he practicing on that whistle he blows?
Yes, he's been playing a lot of songs.
Well, we're waiting to hear from him again.
Yes, and he's going to be teaching the dogs how to play the piano.
Well, that's great. What a bunch, a band right in the house. Okay, well, thank you, Linda Spalding, and you have a great Easter, and everybody else out there, okay?
Have a great Easter, a wonderful weekend, and those who are celebrating Passover, a wonderful Passover.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thanks.
We have it's interesting. We have a traditional Easter dinner, and we don't have the Paschal lamb because half my children don't like lamb. So we have a nice prime rib. But you can't get a prime rib for love nor money around here, unless I guess you could if you rented the house or mortgaged it or something. But in the meantime, I take a choice prime rib, which I just got at Quality, and I put it in a cooler with a lot of ice and keep it at just about 34 degrees. I check it with a thermometer for 3 weeks, and it turns into prime rib. You clean it up as you're going along. It's still sweet and nice, and then you stick it in the oven, and you do it at low heat, 200 degrees, for about 3 hours.
Delicious.
Outrageous. Outrageous. Caller, good morning. Thank you for waiting. Hello.
Good morning, Fred. How are you?
Morning.
Hey, next year, 2011, it's big time here in Chautauqua County. We're going to have the 200-year bicentennial. I know running the ferry, we're having one, but we also had the county historian at our meeting, and it's going to be a whole year of different events.
Where's this again, caller?
It's going to be the 200-year bicentennial of Chautauqua
No,
County.
where is it? Where's it being held?
It's going to be held everywhere.
Oh, in other words, it's just a big party for the whole county.
It's going to be a big party all year,
Okay.
starting in early, I think it's January possibly, and it's going to be all over the county, so hopefully a lot of people will come out there. I know Fred will be out there.
Yep.
So we're going to get Fred running the ferry this year.
Yeah, I'll get my license.
Yeah, I hear one of our people here, our technicians, who's a brilliant cameraman, happens to be Randy Burke, and he does the job. He's got his license. He went to school and
Yes,
got
he
his
did.
pilot's license so he could run the ferry, and he drives the ferry.
I know. I think he went out in the other room and made the phone call, too. What do you think?
It's possible. It's possible.
He wouldn't do that.
I was watching him change cameraman there.
Cameraman disappeared. I also read, like to wish Donald Zenz from our studio. He's going to be 16.
Yeah, I was
coming
going to do
Wednesday.
that. That was coming up. 16 years old.
And you know what that means, driving a car.
Oh, boy. And also, fire department. God bless him. He joined the fire department.
Fire department, yep. He'll
Yeah.
be driving a fire truck next thing you know.
Next time you turn around.
Yes, he will. I did that when I was 16. I joined the fire company.
I couldn't wait till I turned 16 to start driving, so yeah, you're going to have to watch it up here in Mayville when Donald starts driving there. It's going to be a little scary, but you'll know him coming because he'll probably have like everything on the, his vehicle saying the New York Yankees. So we're just going to wish him a happy birthday and
Happy birthday, Don Zenz.
good talking to you.
He's sweet 16 now. He
Wild
can
Fred.
drive.
He can drive.
Well, that's your passport to manhood. They say it's your driver's license. You ain't a man until you got a driver's license, and you've been well, there are other ways to become a man too, which are very important.
Well, and senior citizens, we might mention, hate to lose that driving privilege too.
They
but on the other end-
give it up. They won't give it up.
Yeah, that's right.
They wind up having their cars disabled by their parents, and then they sneak in and take their license. But that doesn't matter because they'll drive without it.
Well, we could talk about the things the county does too for senior citizens because I'm also on that board and we meet with
which board is that now?
Well, the SALT board and the Triad Committee.
Okay, these
And,
are all good things for seniors. The blue light and
yeah, and of course I'm sure Mary Ann Spanos has been on here before. Or
oh yeah,
Wanda Gustafson.
Matter of
has been
fact,
on.
she's scheduled for coming
And,
up.
she'll go over some of the things that we're trying to do at the county level. We've combined those two organizations, but that's another whole show probably. So
Yeah.
she'll be on to talk about those things, the services we have for seniors.
Yeah, well, Joe Gerassi's been very active in that, in the SALT, for instance. And
Oh, yeah.
he's been cooperating in many ways. A lot of seniors, for instance, the clubs. That's another reason to join a club. They have a
Yes, it is.
Are You All Right call
Yeah.
that they make.
Yeah. And one of the people that you know very well got me involved in that was Al Jones.
Okay.
You know, he, before his untimely death, we got involved with the
Right.
Triad, and that's how I got involved. And it's because of Al Jones, so it kind of carries on the tradition.
Sure. Well, these are very important senior services. SALT, give us a quick synopsis of what they are so people will be listening and can contact them if they should.
Well, it's all headed, we're trying to combine them now, but they're all law enforcement work